All right. I have been thinking about something for a very long time now. I have been, thinking about dangerous positions that we can be on this planet. I tagged it dangerous positions on the planet. And we have both dangerous positions physically, we have dangerous positions spiritually, psychologically, mentally and emotionally. But I'm not going to focus on the physical positions this talk. I'm going to be talking about dangerous positions that we can put ourselves, let's say emotionally, and then psychologically, all those dangerous positions. So I would like to start by saying those positions are: number one, a position where you need to beg for money. I'm not going to target number one, I'm just going to say this point and next point. When you're in a position where you ask for money, when you're in a position where you need to beg for money, that kind of position is a dangerous position in the sense that you are vulnerable. You are at the mercy of the next person. You are, it's a depressing state, which is worrisome, and your value get reduced, your worth, because of what you are looking for. Although you can actually beg for money and you still maintain your worth and your value, it depends on how you beg for it. But I personally see that because I have been there, a position where you beg for money. I'm going to speed up from now on. I'm going to rush up. Then the next position is where you need to beg for power. You need to beg for authority. Next position is position where people beg for approval. They have great vision in them, but they still need to beg for approval to exercise or to exhibit or to showcase that vision that they have. Staying in that kind of position is a dangerous one because your vision is good, but those people will validate it. They will tell you if it is good or not. Which means if you launch that kind of vision in a particular environment, those people in that environment, they can shut it down. Meanwhile, your vision is valid in another environment, but because of the current state you are, it's a frustrating state. Even in abroad, some of our Africans and people are members abroad. They are begging for a stay, and they do all kinds of things to beg for a stay. They're doing all kinds of things to stay in that system because they have a good system over there. There's so much suffering and bad governance here, so they want to stay there. They need to get married to get their papers. You need to marry somebody that is older than them, somebody that is younger. You need to do all sorts, do what they don't want to do just because they are begging for approval, they are begging for acceptance, they are begging for a stay. The next one that I want to talk about, which is so for me, this one is common and popular in every spheres of life. A position where people beg for love. Where people beg for love. I would like to say this, that I'm going to talk about a position where people beg for love, then a position where people beg for acceptance. Acceptance can be in the place of work. Acceptance can be in the church. Acceptance can be in a group. But love can be within a family. Love can be within a husband's wife. Husbands, even in some homes, the wife, after 10 years of marriage, 15 years of marriage, the wife still beg for love. The husband still beg for love. So these things are real. People that are about to go into a relationship, I've seen it at the office, at campuses, everywhere around me. I see a place where people beg for love, even at the workplace. Some boss, You need to beg for acceptance. As good as your work is, they still don't want to recognize your service in that company. You need to strive hard to beg for their acceptance, to beg for their love. All these things are love. I personally believe that love must be natural. If love is not natural, that position where love is artificial, you need to be careful. And if you can do whatever you have to do to take yourself out of that situation, because that is not that is not the kind of love God has orchestrated. Love must come easily. Love must come easily. So this is not actually a permanent principle. There are some things you beg for, to seek for favor. But when it comes to the position of love must flow freely. It must be natural. It must be natural. In a state where it's not coming up freely, in a state where you need to beg for it to come up, in a place where you need to force it, that is a dangerous position. And then I've experienced begging for acceptance in a lot of workplace. 10 years ago, 15 years ago, that place is so bad. You want to leave, but the opportunities for you to leave are not just showing up, but you still have to stay there. They don't want you to stay. You too, you don't want to stay, but you just need to force yourself to stay there. You're begging for acceptance. So I title these dangerous positions, or dangerous positions to be. And then this is Techdisciples International, a platform for capacity building and transformation. I am Ajibade Olasowo. Thank you so much for listening. God bless you.